Good morning. Let's get started. Now, President William Ruto will address the first joint sitting of the two houses of Parliament today, officially setting stage for the 13th Parliament to kickstart their legislative role. The President will be addressing the House amidst concerns by the lawmakers regarding their welfare. Let's now link up with our senior political affairs reporter, Chris Tairu. Tairu, good morning. So much is expected from the Parliament buildings today. What should Kenyans expect?
Good morning to you, Ashley. It's quite a sunny Thursday morning here at the CBD, Nairobi County, 047. And preparations in and out of Parliament are still ongoing ahead of President William Ruto's arrival here in the afternoon. He's scheduled to arrive here at around 3 p.m. But before that, we'll be expecting that members of the 13th Parliament from both the Senate and the National Assembly should be seated at the plenary by 2:30 p.m. That's going by the Speaker's orders, both Speakers of the Senate and the National Assembly. Today's main agenda is the first address by President William Ruto as the head of state and government in the 13th Parliament. Remember that going by the Constitution, Article 132, Section B, gives the President of State and the head of government that opportunity to address the both houses and give or illustrate his legislative agenda for his regime. This will also be his first opportunity to inspect a guard of honor. I've already spotted the military personnel around the Parliament buildings, in and around, just preparing. Behind me, that will be the main entrance. There are different political players who are expected to arrive here, but security is tight. Remember that being a presidential event, we have the presidential security, and noting that we have at least 75% of members of Parliament who are new to this 13th Parliament. Of course, it will be hard to note or identify each and every person. So there will be thorough scrutiny here when someone arrives at the gate. And of the clearance, of course, if you're not a member of Parliament, then your name must have been forwarded to the clerk for both houses so that your name can be approved to enter the precincts of Parliament and attend today's official address by President William Ruto. These both roads are expected also to be closed. These are Parliament Road and of course Uhuru, Harambe Avenue, and going up to the City Hall Way. We'll be expecting that that road will be closed in a few because the military will make their parade there at Parliament Road. That's the road where President William Ruto will be expected to inspect his first guard of honor, and then from there, of course, he will be making his way to the House, and he'll be received by the speakers of both houses. From the National Assembly, we have Moses Masika Wetangula, and from the Senate, we have the former Kilifi governor, that is Amason Jeffa Kingi. And after today's address, we expect that members will be reconvening after today's session on the 4th of October, that is next week, so that they can start their legislative agenda. Top on the agenda, of course, will be to discuss and debate the president's speech. And of course, today we expect the president to outline some of the legislative agenda that he should be expecting the House to approve. And after that, we're also expecting that the nominations or the nominees for his cabinet slots, remember he did that this week, they will be coming to Parliament. Their names will be forwarded to Parliament for approval, and before the approval, they will be appearing before the Appointments Committee. The Appointment Committee is chaired by the Speaker of the National Assembly, and that's the committee that is going to vet all the CS nominees, and then from there come up with a report before it is tabled in the House of the plenary and debated and approved. By going by the numbers, of course, we expect that Kenya Kwanza will carry the day, given that when it came to the election of both speakers of both houses, we saw Kenya Kwanza carrying the day. That was on 8th September after the swearing in of the members. And as a busy schedule for President William Ruto, even as he'll be expected here to arrive with his deputy Rigathi Gachagua and his cabinet nominees. Of course, they have also been invited for these official opening and the first address of the first session of the 13th Parliament. But away from today's Parliament, we also be expecting the swearing in of the MCAs, the member county assemblies from Nairobi County. Remember that that was expected to be conducted last week, but we saw the governor of Nairobi, Johnson Sakaja, giving or gazetting a date for today, and so we expect that today those MCAs will be sworn in at the City Hall starting from 9:30 a.m. and from their swearing in, we'll be expecting them to elect their speaker for the next 5 years, and that's where we expect the bombshell or the fireworks between Kenya Kwanza and Azimio la Umoja members. Remember that we saw the clerk of the county assembly strike off the name of Benson Mutura, who was the former speaker of the Nairobi County, on grounds that he was late to file his tax returns. And Benson Mutura was being fronted by the Kenya Kwanza team, and we don't know how that will whether it will augur well with the Kenya Kwanza members, because they have indicated that the Azimio la Umoja members have been given an